Hello everybody and welcome to my new series, Memes by James After Hours. And I know I made a sort of teaser type of trailer thing and I uploaded it recently, but I didn't really say what After Hours would be. Well, you can see my record player up here. I'm going to be playing records, vinyl records for you. And the whole goal of this is I've been collecting records since December of 2020, and it is currently June, I believe, 10th of 2021. And I've amassed a bit of a collection. But my really goal when I go out and look for records is to, well, you know the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? I do exactly that. I look for albums I've never heard of, by bands I've never heard of. And I just go purely, if the album art catches my eye, I grab it, I buy it, I come home and listen to it, and honestly, it's a great thing. Anyway, as I was saying before my storage space started running out, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Basically, I'm just providing a blind album review. And, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be showcasing an album and giving a little bit of the background of that album's band. Yeah, the album's band, how they sort of came together, just a little bit of research, a little bit of biography about these people. And hopefully this has helped me find some wonderfully spectacular music, and I hope I do the same for you. Anyway, today's album is much different from the nice blues we have here from, I believe, Pete Fountain. The best hits of Pete Fountain. Or Pete Fontaine. I don't know. I just bought this randomly. It's part of a, I'll save it for later. But anyway, today's album is... You can't see it very well because I'm too much delving into the aesthetic of After Hours with this soft orange lighting. But it is an album by a band called the Bill Bondsmen. It is Swallowed by the World. And honestly, it's spectacular. I really love this album, and I hope you will too. So, I'm going to start playing some music from this record in the video, and just jump right into it, Allie. So everybody, I implore you to grab your finest wine, which in my case is a Sun-Kissed. Kick back, relax, enjoy the new video, and listen to some good music. I mean, come on. That's what we're out here for, right? So as you might have just heard, Bill Bondsmen is a hardcore punk rock band, and one of the things that stands out so much about them is their name, Bill Bondsmen, because it's sort of a play on words with Bill Bonds, the name of a Detroit, Michigan-based news anchor, as well as bail bondsmen, the people who get you a bail after you get in prison, or jail more like. And if for those of you who don't know, which is the vast majority of people, Bill Bonds was a, as I said, Detroit, Michigan news anchor. Detroit, Michigan is where Bill Bondsmen are based. Bill Bonds is also known for being a very eccentric character, as shown in this clip.
This is Bill Bonds. We keep reporting that the economy is improving, but the long lines for new jobs are still forming in this metropolitan Detroit area. Today, hundreds of people are expected to apply for car selling positions with Ford dealers. Also today, some poor people in Detroit are without a place to go. tough shit. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck? Kill this fucking thing.
Oh, come on, Bill, we gotta do this.
In an interview, one of the members of Bill Bondsmen has gone on record as saying he believes that Bill Bonds is a punk rocker at heart. And characteristically with their punk rock sort of genre and following, Bill Bondsmen has had a multitude of shows that get very hardcore, one of which there is a piñata filled with full beer cans in the center of the sort of area that people will listen to and they stand around in. And there were people batting at it, and then going crazy on all the beer cans getting crashed into the ground. And it's something they have very fond memories of that. Sold by the World is one of Bill Bondsman's sort of, well, one of their few ever albums, and it was released in 2008 by Deadbeat Records. Featuring 12 songs, this is a very well worth it hardcore punk rock record, I would say. As I previously stated, Bill Bondsmen is a band sort of, well, based and located in Detroit, Michigan, and their music reflects that. Many people have gone on record as saying they have a sort of recognizable Midwest punk feeling with that. And one of the members has gone on record as saying that he thinks it might be all the cornfields and rusted old cars that add to the flavor. Bill Bondsmen have a very unique approach to how they create their music, in which they allow influences from other genres, as in they don't just focus on making a hardcore sort of song. That is their main genre, and that is where they focus to be. However, they don't just put on the horse blinders of having to be strictly hardcore and sound like every other band. They dislike when they sound like every other band. They want to be unique, and they want to be smart in their approach and their music, and it really pays off. I mean, it's a really good album. Like any good punk rock band, Bill Bondsmen, they really focus on the lyrics of sending a message. There's, in their words, a lot to scream about in the world, so why not? Punk rock has always been a staple with having political messages in their music. That's a defining feature of the genre, and Bill Bondsmen does not disappoint in any capacity. They even consider lyrics one of their greatest strengths. At the time of this album releasing, these are pretty old guys. I think they're all around their 30s. You don't normally see punk rockers out here in their prime, in their 30s, so this is it's just wild to think about. Unfortunately enough, there's not very much information I could ever even find about this band. Bill Bondsmen is not entirely popular. All my biography available to provide today has been provided to me by 2 interviews I could find by people with blogs. And it's wild, you know? I could not find very much about them. I can't even find this album on Spotify or YouTube. I could find 2 songs uploaded on YouTube 10 years ago by like some band called like, well, not even a band, a YouTube channel called like Punk Rockers X 1234. It's just wild. This band, it needs a lot more recognition. I was lucky enough to be able to find their Facebook page, which it still is somewhat active. You don't have to scroll very far to find, posts from like 2016, but I think they're still doing shows. And they're mostly focused on doing charity work, which is understandable that they're not very popular, like not really outgoing anymore, because they all have, at least one of them has a family, I read in an interview. They're in their 40s, they have careers other than music, but they're really good. And I'm so glad I was able to get this album. I cannot stress it enough. Now let's get on to the more interesting part of this video, my personal review of the album. While punk rock is my favorite genre, hardcore punk rock doesn't quite bounce off of me quite as well. This being said, I do really love hardcore punk rock. One of my favorite punk bands is Rage Against the Machine, known for hardcore punk rock. So I'd give this album, I think, like an 8 out of 10. The only thing that could bring it up to a 10 would probably be accessibility. If I was able to grab these songs and put them on my Spotify playlist, that would just be tremendously much better. But based entirely off just quality of the music, a 9 out of 10. Because, as I said before, hardcore isn't my forte. I'm more of a Riot Girl kind of fan. But that being said, this is just a fantastic album. I implore everyone to find this. I believe you can find it on Bandcamp. If you can, that link will be down below. because I want to support this as much as possible. I'll also be posting the links to the 2 interviews I got my information from. You should check that out. Yeah, this is a great album. Wonderful. And I don't know what album I should review next. I think I'll give you guys a choice. That is correct, ladies and germs. Please pick from this selection on your screen right now. Would you like the album Bulldozer by band Big Black? The album Dead Cross by band Dead Cross? Or maybe the album Murder by DOA? Please comment below.